Hello, YouTube. What's going on, HME3? So this is going to be pretty quick, or at least I think it'll be pretty quick. Kind of a I didn't mean to do all this kind of thing. So can you hear me pretty good? Say woohoo if you can hear me. May not be loud enough. Hello, hello, hello. Not getting any. Hello, hello, hello. I don't know. Can you hear me at all? All right, there's a woohoo. We'll take it. So basically what I'm going to be, hey, what's up, DS Comics? Basically what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be going over a quick slab method that I have. And here's what it is. So I started off, and we'll do a little handy cam work. So I started off with basically, you see my Stan Lee signed whatnot, Fantastic Four 105, right? So the way that I hang these generally on my comic wall is that I do, they're actually plate hangers. They're giant size plate hangers. So they don't come like this. I have to kind of modify them to make them look like that. It says my ears. I guess I'm screaming. So, so basically what I do is I take like a regular nail hang, like one that has high poundage, usually like 25 to 75 pounds, depending on the size that you get. So, and then I was using these, top loaders and bags and boards, right? And I still already use the easy tearaway strip self-sealing bags, resealable bags, because I hate tape anywhere near my comics. Only comics that I give away usually get the blue painter's tape. Everything else is automatically going to have that resealable tape if I have enough, or the resealable bags if I have enough around. So anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you kind of the finished product first, and then I'll show you how I do it. That way, if you don't like it, you don't even have to watch the rest. Woo! Here is a slab, right? So there is my 2.5, my gem 2.5, signed by Chris Claremont, CBCS, and I've got these comic slab hangers, which we're all aware of, right? And here's a slab that I did myself just a moment ago. So I'll show it to you both together. And I can tell you that the clarity, it may not come through, but the clarity on this slab is much, much, much like milkier. And this one is much clearer, just worlds clearer. And so we're going to take a look at how I made these and go from there. Hey, Pages, Films, and Plastics, how's it going? All right. So just real quick. First, the slab itself is an Ultra Pro current size comic one-touch slab. Now, don't be fooled. A lot of people don't like Ultra Pro. And I'll tell you the main reason that people tend to fuss about Ultra Pro is, and it's a valid reason, is that they're so terrible with their packaging and advertising is what it comes down to. People say, oh, this didn't fit that, and nothing fits right, and they don't know their sizes. Well, you're right, they don't. So you kind of have to go by the actual size of the product and read the reviews and make sure what people are saying about what fits and what. So it says current size comic, and it also says here holds current size comic in Ultra Pro comic preserver. Now, I have not tried a Golden Age comic in here, but I can tell you for a fact that it fits Silver Age comics for sure. No doubt about it. It fits really well in Silver Age comics with room to spare. And I believe it would probably also fit a Golden Age comic, but I'm not sure. I haven't tried it. So this is what we're going to be using to make the final product of the slab. But before we do that, let's go ahead and get a book to slab. Well, I just had a book. Hey, hold on. Got a nice one. All right, we're still alive. That All right, so here's the book we're going to slab today. It's my SW8, my Secret Wars 8. Just a great book. And I've been wanting to have a nice way to show this off. Probably going to get it signed by Mike Zeck in 2 weeks. So between now and then, I wanted to go ahead and show it off real nice. It's already in Mylar, so I could easily just present it in Mylar, but that's not what today's all about. So let's hold on to that right there real quick. And then I'll show you first. We're going to start with another Ultra Pro product. This is resealable regular comic bags. And it says regular, but truly they're the perfect size fit for your Silver Age boards. So if you have a silver, I don't like a loose fit in my bag and boards. I like a really, really tight fit. Not so much that it crushes the comic. So there's a little bit of play, but I want it to be very, very secure. I don't like I don't want the board to shift. I'm okay if the comic shifts a little bit, but I don't want the board to shift. So here we have regular comic bags, resealable. And we're going to be, if you see here, it's completely clear. And that's important. You'll see why in a minute. Because when you pull that off, you don't have any of this tape or any painter's tape or anything like that. It'll be totally clear. And to ensure that it's totally clear, we're going to use Comic Skins Slab It Yourself crystal backing boards. These things are awesome. They have a nice weight to them. I'm not sure what point they say they are, but they have a nice weight. They're 7 inches by 10.5 inches. So if you know your comic sizes, that's the perfect size for a Silver Age bag. If you're looking for Silver Age bags, for me, most of your boards are going to be 7 inches. So you're looking for 7 inches in the bag, or 7 1/8 at the most. But what happens is that when you go above 7 1/8 bag, the boards are 7, and you want your bag 7 1/8. And when you go above that, then they start really getting a lot of play in them, and I hate that. Hey, TJ Watson. Hey, Uncanny Kawaka. We're putting together some slabs tonight. So this comes with a film. I've seen some people say that, oh, they're so milky. Well, it's got a film on there, so you got to take the film off. And then it has another film on it. So you work on that a little bit, right? Clearly. And it's on there. I mean, if you ever try to remove the plastic comes on the microwave buttons. So, all right, there you go. So now look how clear that is. That truly is crystal clear as advertised. And we're going to take that and we're going to put it, I need my white page gloves, but we're going to slide that directly in, and it's a perfect fit. And because of that, you want to be real careful when you slide it in because those are sharp corners. I would prefer if they had rounded the corners, but they didn't. So those are sharp corners, so you got to be careful when you're putting the board in the bag. It's very easy to rip. So don't do that. Then we're going to get out our beauty here. Here's my Secret Wars 8 9.8 candidate. Absolutely love it. It's beautiful. No ticks, no marks, no nothing. And we're going to fit this in very carefully, again, because that's hard plastic, so you don't want to push it or shove it, but it slides in very, very easily. There's no problem. There's no play. It's nice and smooth. It centers itself because the bag is so perfectly sized, or the board is so perfectly sized to the bag that the comic naturally centers itself as you put it in. You don't have to shove it or push it in any way. And it has just enough play that you can move the comic in and out without actually causing any damage. So I'm going to do a little down push here. How's that for camera work? And we're going to take off this little adhesive strip. Okay? And then what I do is I hold the flap with 2 fingers and I pull very tight. You can see it in the camera, it's very tight. And then I push my flap over and I seal it like that. And there you go. That is a very nice, neat, and clean bag and board. And the bag and board is so tight now that you really don't have any worry about. Like people say, oh, Mylar, I like Mylar better because it's tight and it's clean. Well, that's true. Mylar is beautiful, but I haven't yet, you guys correct me if I'm wrong, but I haven't yet seen a Mylar and 7 1/8 inch wide, which is the perfect size. I haven't seen one of those yet with a resealable strip on the back. I just haven't seen it. So I do a little tightening there. Okay, so there's our comic. It's ready to go. So we'll swap out here, give you something pretty to look at for a minute. And let's break into this. This is real easy. It has a self-hanging hole there. So it has the gator teeth or whatever they're called so that you can hang it in, any way you want. And then it's stuck together with magnets, but it also has a drill hole in the front too. So if you want to put a solid nail all the way through that and not fool with hanging it or taking it up and down, it would be a much more secure, completely intact piece. So you can do that at any time. So, all right, so let's break this open. And let's see how they look. So a lot of little plastic on this. You got to peel away and do the whole routine. So like I said, I could have pre-opened it, but I wanted you guys to get the experience of the packaging as well. It says one-touch size available. Other one-touch sizes available because you can get the same type of product for your cards and collectibles of that nature. So there it is. Look how pretty and clear that is. Isn't that beautiful? Look at that shine. I can tell you right now, even when you get a slab back, it's very rare to get a slab this unblemished. There's usually some little mark or glue on the side. Look how thick that is. That's a beast. Super clear and beastly. That's what I'm talking about. All right. To open it, you just pop it open at the top. Like I said, it's held on by magnets, but they're really, really strong magnets. So you got to give it a good pull. One finger can't do it. 2 fingers can't do it. 3 should work. And you just pull off that little doodad. And then you just take your comic and you pop it right in there. That's it. And it's in. Then this has little tabs at the bottom that secure it in place. So you can't mess that up. And you let it go. That's it. That comic is slabbed. What do you think? I think she look pretty good. Now, you can slab it on, you can hang it on the wall directly because it has the nail hook in the back. So you can hang that directly on the wall. But I like the 3D look that the other ones have. So we're going to go ahead and bump up the wow factor on this a little bit with one of these comic collector mounts. So you've seen a lot of collectors have these in their collections now. Oh, by the way, this case is also UV protected. So that's nice because, as you know, CGC slabs are not UV protected. So you always want to keep them out of the sun. And a lot of people will say anyway, well, I keep my book out of the sun anyway. So here's this. You take it apart. It's pretty easy. This is almost idiot proof. Almost. Not fully, but it's almost idiot proof. I usually get it just like really loose. It's not even finger tight yet. And then I take my slab, put it in there, put it over top, turn it around. Now, I've seen some debate as to how tight this should be, but for me, I kind of push it until this gets loose, and then I tighten it. So that's how I'm choosing to do it. Everyone kind of does it different, I've seen. I think you definitely don't want to use tools on it. I think that's a little much. And you can see, there it is. You can't even see the mount. I mean, the mount is totally clear. Looks really nice. And then you just hung it on the wall. So we'll do a little bit of that. Take that up there. You hang it on the wall. There you go. And I take my level. Make sure it's level. And that's it. All right, so let's take a look. What do you think? I think it's a nice little way to do it. I really like the colorness. So for just a little juxtapose here, here is Marvel Spotlight #2, first appearance of Werewolf by Night. Love the cover. Great Neil Adams work. Look at this white border here that you get from the backing board. Really don't care for that. Really don't care for that at all. And then the board is a little wrinkled, just a little bit, because I put a couple of boards in there, but you don't get as tight a fit as you do with the comic skin boards. And look at how clear that is. I mean, you can't even see that there is any backing board there at all. So clear. It really makes it float. So now look at these two together. And I would really challenge anyone to say that this is not a solid alternative to slabbing books. These cost about $15 a piece. The backing boards are about $10 for a 10-pack, so they're about $1 a piece. And of course, the bags, you can get 100 of those for like $7. So I bought all of it on Amazon. Wasn't a big deal. And you can get the mounts. They are like $6 a piece, or you can get, I think they're like almost $9 a piece. But when you buy them in bulk, you get a discount. So they were like $30 for a 5-pack. So anyway, that's my quick little video. I hope y'all enjoyed it. It's pretty easy. I hope you like it. If it's something that you're interested in doing, you can send me an email, bubscomics@gmail.com, and I'll send you links to everything to where I bought all this stuff. I think it's pretty easy to do. And when it comes down to it, I think it's a solid alternative to hanging slabs, or if you don't have very many slabs, you know, it's just the way to go. If you want to have something clean, neat, protective, UV protected, and it's just as thick as a slab, if not even a little bit thicker, and you really get the feeling that it's secure on there with those mounts. So anyway, that's what I got for you at YouTube. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you catch it on the replay, I hope it helped you out some, and we'll catch y'all later. Thanks, guys. Bye. All right. Oh, sorry. All right. What's going on? I was just checking the chat before I shut down. So what's the question, DS Comics? Hey, Simon Comics. Welcome. Thanks, Pages, Films, and Plastics, for letting me know that somebody had a question. Bye-bye, Iron Bassist. Oh, DS Comics. This better be good. What do you want? He might have already jumped off the chat. He's quick, man. I'm giving the standard 20-second delay. And I think we're going to let him go. You bum. All right. Talk to you guys later, and catch you on the replay. Bye.